And welcome back to my channel. If you do not already subscribe, please click the subscribe button down below because it really does help a lot. So let's get to it. Today we are going to be talking about the main secrets and history of Main Street USA at Disneyland, California. Originally, Main Street USA was modeled after Walt Disney's original hometown in Marceline, Missouri. My second fact for you guys is that Walt Disney had his own apartment upstairs of the fire station. Now, if you go today to keep his memory alive, you will see that the lamp in the window will always be open and will always be lit. It just is supposed to represent that Walt Disney still lives on in our hearts and he still lives on in the park. Now, we all probably know that Walt Disney had a love for trains. Now, when he originally was opening the park, he needed a train in the park, which led to the Disneyland Railroad. Now, a little fun fact about the Disneyland Railroad is at the stops, you can hear in the background, if you listen really carefully, Walt Disney's original opening day speech in Morse code. Now, to give a little bit of background on Main Street itself, it has 16 places to shop, it has 4 main attractions, and it has 6 places to eat. Now, I know you may think, oh, it's just Main Street, it's just a place to walk, there's nothing really to do there. The 4 main attractions that are on Main Street are Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, the Main Street Cinema, the Main Street Vehicles, and the Disneyland Railroad. Now, as you're walking down Main Street and you look up at the windows on the sides of you, you will see that there are names on all the windows, and you might be wondering, who are those names? Well, those names are different Imagineers that have worked at the Disney parks over the year that have made a huge impact on the park in many ways, more than one. Now, another trick that Disney uses very often is called forced perspective. Forced perspective means that the walkway of Main Street to the castle seems way longer than it actually is. So the castle, the way that it's built and the way that the bricks are laid out is that from really far away, it looks farther away than it is because it looks smaller. And then when you get super close to it, you see the actual size of it. Now, if you go to the alleys that are on each side of Main Street USA and you listen super closely up at the buildings that are around you, you will hear something like a dentist drilling someone's teeth, you will hear a piano teacher teaching someone how to play piano, and you will also hear a man singing in the shower, which are just little tiny tidbits that Walt Disney liked to put in order to give Main Street a little bit more character and a little bit more fun. Now, if it is your birthday, if it is your anniversary, if it is any celebration you guys are celebrating, take a trip over to City Hall when you walk straight through the gate and you will find there are birthday buttons, anniversary buttons, wedding buttons, your first trip buttons. If you want to celebrate that it's your first trip here, go over to City Hall and get a button, and maybe you'll even get a call from one of your favorite characters. Now, the extremely famous Dapper Dans have been performing on Main Street every single day since 1959. Personally, I love music. I'm a music person. I'm actually a singer, so I just think that the way that music can bring people together on Main Street is just amazing. Now, as you're walking into the park and you look down, you see red bricks on the floor. That's what you're walking on. And those are supposed to represent the red carpet. Now, Walt wanted you to feel a sense of belonging and a sense of you're special here and everyone matters individually at Disneyland, and it's your dream that needs to come true when you're here. Main Street USA is also the original land at Disneyland, even though we don't necessarily think of it as a land today. And it also has been the only land at Disneyland that has not been severely altered since opening day. Now, if you're walking down to the very end of Central Street and you see a giant red brick wall with a white water fountain on it. Now, you might be thinking, why are those bricks so weird? Half of them on the right are really jagged and gross, and the ones on the left are really nice and smooth and pristine and perfect. Well, when Disneyland was under construction, the construction workers were under a very, very specific budget, and they knew that they wanted to use bricks all over the park. They knew that they wanted to use bricks for certain areas. So what they did was they took a test wall of it, and that is the test brick wall. And instead of fixing it, they thought that they would leave it there as kind of a memento of when Disney was under construction. attraction. And for my favorite secrets in history of Main Street is the smellitizers. Now, the smellitizers are a secret at Disneyland because in the last 10 years it has been pretty well known and pretty well recognized by guests. But the smellitizers are basically vents that are put on the bottom of the walls all through Main Street that give out a certain scent throughout the year to make it feel more like home. Throughout the year, they usually have vanilla in the smellitizers. In Halloween time, they usually have pumpkin spice. And in the winter, they usually will have peppermint in order to smell, Christmassy and like a candy cane. But a little bit of a Disney insider for you guys. It is not just Main Street that uses smellitizers. The smells that you smell on Soarin', in Haunted Mansion, in Pirates of the Caribbean, Monsters Inc., My Console to the Rescue, just to make sure that you are really getting in and diving into that experience 100%. So that is all that I have for you guys today. If you don't subscribe already, please subscribe to my channel. The link is down below. As well as please give this video a big thumbs up and turn that notification bell on because it really, really does help me and my channel. If you guys want to hear more about different secrets in history, please leave a comment down below and I will get to that as soon as I can. I know this is a little bit different than the video that I posted on Tuesday, but there will be more to come and I look forward to seeing you guys then. But as of right now, have a fantastic rest of your day and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now. Now to give a little bit of background for Disneyland, well, Main Street.